and welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears. In the last episode, we had just begun our assault on Solaris. Now, we're basically not going a full-on head-on assault. We never survived that. But we're sneaking in. Now, Faye, Doc, and Elly have all... they're in one group, and they were moving in, but Faye got separated when he, like, a little bit of a moron, stepped into his pod and it took him away. Now we've been taken further into Solaris, because we're following Faye around, and we're going to get a little bit of a insight into the way that Solaris is kind of a caste system for its citizens. Well, that was unfortunate. Dude just got dropped to his death. Rearranged or re-educated. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like brainwashing. Now you jump on these platforms and it takes you up and brings you in one of these honeycomb things. A mutant. I'm not entirely sure what is happening here. Maybe that pod is being taken away so that guy we were just talking to can get this rearranged or something like that. I don't know why that's really going away, but it's going away. And jumping back onto this platform, you can't get back in there. You can't go down that tunnel and block under maintenance. You can't go back. The watchtower. Guard standing guard. Malcontents, huh? Dude loves his big words. You know, basically, because that one guy who was just killed said, it seems like everybody here is going to be punished. Obviously, this is not the top of the caste system. Well, and that's something. We get to see now this guy. Though they say he looks like Timothy, his portrait doesn't appear. But his sprite kind of looks like Timothy. Remember, Timothy's dead. This guy is not Timothy. He was one of the guys at the tournament. Samson. Well, anyway, because he is here, and he is not from Solaris, this basically confirms what Saitan and Sigurd were talking about way back in Nysan, that Solaris doesn't have that many people in it, and it basically kidnapped people from the surface. and then it puts them to work because there aren't that many people pure blood. I'm not gonna let him talk, he's not very important. There aren't that many pure blood Solarians out there, so they kidnap people from the surface and put them to work. And they seem to be put to work as what they're called, third-class citizens. This is the bottom of the caste system. They're basically like the scum of the civilization. They have the least amount of rights. If they speak out, they get this rearranged thing happening to them. It's a very unfortunate thing. It's basically slavery. And these little rooms here are all people have to live in. But look, it's Elly. Okay, we've got Elly back in the group. Now we gotta go back to Samson. Because Samson has a forged work permit or something like that. He thinks he can get through security with it. We're gonna hitch a ride with him, travel with him, see if he can get us out of this third-class block. This honeycomb place. Now, I don't know how Samson got down, because the elevator was still here, but whatever. Now we head over here. Hey look, it's Samson dressed as a guard. Stupid bugs. Still have Samson's hair, by the way. The item that increases strength during battle. Oh, that was because I loaded the save state. I went through the menu and I cut that out. There's something I really think is irritating about this section. These walls don't disappear when you roll around, so it's hard to see where you're running and you have to constantly shift the camera to be able to see. Now up here in this elevator, not only do we have to deal with the security things that Samson is taking care of, but we have to break out our Metal Gear Solid skills here and sneak around these flying robots. Now you can't be in direct line of sight of them. It doesn't matter which way they're looking, as long as you're in line of sight with them, they can see you. See, that's what happens. They catch you, they don't fight you, and it doesn't alert any guards or anything, it just chucks you back to this room here when we ran into Samson again. So basically we have to head back down the dark tunnel, take the elevator back up, and then try it again. Now remember, that you can't run up behind it. Now I'm gonna do something a little bit risky. It actually saw me, but I was already going through the door, so the game let me go. I take this elevator up, and we run into a security checkpoint. Apparently those flying robots were not enough for Solaris' security. Smug bastards, huh? And here's the checkpoint. It's automated. Bugs. Oh, he's dead. Samson, like Timothy, corpsed it. What I don't understand is the lasers shoot towards the center. Why not just climb over the side? Well, Elly's security still works, so we can use her to get through. That Samson guy, well, his plan didn't work. Okay, I plan to split this section of the game up. We're leaving the third-class citizen area. I plan to split this part of the game up into a bunch of different episodes, so this is where I'm going to bring it to an end. So come on back for the next one and see where we go next in Solaris.